Hi, Bob, Dan, and Carolyn. Just wanted to thank you, first of all, for having me up to Mass General to discuss the position of ECMO coordinator. One of the best qualities that I could bring to the ECMO coordinator position at the Mass General is my passion and my enthusiasm for ECMO. As you know, I've been an ECMO specialist for 10 years now, and that drive, that passion for ECMO has only deepened over time through research and best evidence-based practices, as well as experimental practices going on in the Extracorporeal Society. I feel that I have the qualities that you are looking for as an ECMO coordinator. Newhouser discussed the importance of finding what you're passionate about and doing it. And I truly believe this is where I shine as an ECMO specialist. My passion for ECMO and everything related to extracorporeal support really makes me a very strong candidate for this position. So what do I look for in a new ECMO specialist? Well, I look for someone who shows an interest in hemodynamics and has a pretty good understanding of the cardiopulmonary circulation. Someone who has a drive to push themselves into unfamiliar territory and take ownership of those responsibilities. Through this motivation, autonomy and respect stems. Key et al. Discusses a motivation through innovative leadership and the importance of the individual's perception of their leadership team. As the ECMO coordinator at Mass General Hospital, I would show the support through mentoring of new ECMO specialists, both on one-on-one and in a team capacity. And I think it's very important to have that one-on-one relationship where they can confidently come to me with any questions that they have and not feel like they're going to be judged for their questions or their concerns. We are all continually learning, and I think it is through this learning environment that we all strive to do our best for our patients and for our team. Demoting somebody from the ECMO team and removal from the team, it is a difficult situation, and I think it is best accomplished by having very specific policies and guidelines outlining exactly what is expected of them, and then they are held accountable for their actions or lack thereof. And I feel confident that I could put together a structure that would enable the team to function at its best and to weed out those who are not effectively acting as part of the team. And I think a good example of that would be wet drills. They should be done quarterly, and we could set up a policy and procedure with an Excel spreadsheet that they would be responsible for signing off. Quarterly, they would need to prime a circuit, both the rotor-flow and the cardio help, and they will need to be signed off on that by not only themselves, by another person who also knows that that is what they have done. And I think the way to hold them accountable for that is to involve the charge therapists. And through coverage by the charge therapists, they will be able to see whether or not the ECMO specialist has in fact done the wet drill. They could go and check in the ECMO room afterwards and see that in fact it looks like there has been a recently primed circuit. De Bruin et al. Discusses this idea of collective leadership that could be put in place between the charge therapist and the ECMO team to hold them accountable. Anyone who falls short of this would trip the algorithm put into place in the policy, and they will receive discipline as outlined with removal from the team. How would I motivate the ECMO specialists on the team? Well, I think that enlisting others in our shared vision, as Kuzes and Posner discussed, is the best way to motivate members of your team. This can be done by asking team members what they are looking for in their ECMO program. By creating that environment where they get to have the input as to what needs to change and help design that, I think they'll really feel like they're part of the team, and that will motivate them to want to continue to do better and become more active in the team itself. I think by enlisting their assistance and leaving the details of what they would like to do up to them, it gives them ownership and pride in what they do. And through this pride, motivation will accomplish many great things. I would have to say one of my greatest weaknesses is giving up control of projects that I have worked very hard on. I know that no man is an island and that we all need to work together as a team. And so I have been working hard to give up some of that ownership and really involve others in group projects. Redmond spoke of this as succession planning. We need to train and involve others so that someday they can continue on with the great work that we have started. I think it is something that is very difficult for all of us to give up ownership of projects that we work very hard on. But I think we have to remember that we are a team. And even though I would be the ECMO coordinator, we all work together as a team, and I am an equal part, as each one of the ECMO specialists are an equal part in that team. Hi, Paul. Thank you for your leadership and your guidance in this class. I've definitely learned a lot about leadership in this class that I believe I can take with me on my journey through my next leadership position. And I believe that I have consistently shown that I do A+ work. I take a lot of pride in everything I do. And I think through my discussion board postings, the short essay, and this final video project, I have consistently shown that I work to do the best job I can, and that I have achieved all you have set out in the rubrics that would be considered A+ work. I thank you again for everything I've learned, and I hope our paths cross sometime in the future. Thank you.